Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I am going to talk with you all about my favorite baby products. When I was making my baby registry, I did a lot of research. I went to different stores, compared products, then I would take pictures of those products and go back and review them online and see how they scored, what kind of recommendations they got. I was a crazy person, which you gotta be when you're preparing for a baby. Now that Arielle is almost 3 months old, there are definitely some products that are must-haves, and I'm gonna highlight some of them for you. I think there's gonna be some products that might not be on your radar already, or maybe you already know about them, but nonetheless, these are my must-have baby items that I cannot recommend highly enough. So I'm just gonna jump in. When I was making my baby registry, I wanted 2 boppies. Before baby, I loved the idea of a boppy for feeding, for holding. You can do tummy time with the boppy, like all these different things. So I'm like, I need 2 of them. I need one for my upstairs, I need one for my downstairs. And I got 2 of them. And nothing against the boppy, I still like the boppy. But there is a product that I had no idea existed. What I would have done instead of registering for 2 boppies is I would have done 1 boppy and a My Breast Friend pillow. It's a mouthful, but it is amazing. So if you are breastfeeding and this is your first time, never done it before, I cannot recommend this product enough. So I'm gonna show you what it is. My Breast Friend pillow. And what is great about it is that unlike the boppy, this is going to actually hook and stay right in place. So you are gonna measure, you're gonna get it to the right length for you, but you're gonna put it right under your bosom and it is going to snap right in place. So it's like a shelf for your baby. It doesn't move when you have it sized correctly. And that to me is key because, when I was nursing, having the boppy pillow move down and having to push it up, I couldn't get in the right position. So to not have to worry about her placement and just really focusing on getting her to latch and all that good stuff, this was an amazing, amazing thing. So I love this. And if you are breastfeeding, I would definitely get a My Breast Friend pillow. For bottle feeding, I've done a lot of different methods of feeding with Arielle, and I think that's going to be saved for another video, but our favorite bottles, I just want to share those with you. Our favorite bottles for Arielle are the Tommy Tippy. The Tommy Tippy bottles. I have 2 different sizes. This one is 9 ounces, this one is 5 ounces. The most Arielle has eaten at one time is 6 ounces. So I switch it up between them, but she has no issues with these type of bottles. I tried different brands, Dr. Brown's, Playtex, Advent, like different brands, and these ones, Tommy Tippy, for her, were the ones that she just would always eat from without any issues. Every baby's different, so that bottle might not work for them, but it worked for us. When it comes to bathing, I only looked at 1 bathtub and I was sold. So the bathtub that we have for Arielle is the 4 Moms bathtub. Let me show you. Whoa! I just caught that camera, awesome save. But anyway, 4 Moms bathtub. It goes right in our sink. Clean water comes right from here, my sink, goes into this pool where the temperature gauge is right here and it reads the temperature. And then the clean water flows into this area where she's sitting, and then I can unhook this spot, or right here it'll empty out the dirty water, so it's constantly filling with clean water. And what I love about it is that you can turn on the thermometer and it's all color coded. So right now the color light that's lighting up is blue, and you want it to be in the green. Green is good. Now this is the temperature. 97.7, it needs to be between 90 and 100 degrees. And then if it's red, it's way too hot. So this bathtub I really like just for the peace of mind. The thermometer is what sold me on it. If you are going to give your baby a pacifier, I have a couple different recommendations of what really worked for Arielle. When she was a newborn infant, you know, 1 to 3 weeks, I'd say, maybe even her first month, 1 to 4 weeks, we used the Soothies. This is an example of one. We actually got a green one from the hospital, and I bought a package of them, and this was what she really took to and liked the most. After that first month, then we transitioned over to, actually I bought a ton of different pacifiers, and the brand that she really enjoys and that she uses a lot is the MAM, M-A-M. So this is like an example of the outside. This is what the passy itself looks like. She uses this pacifier today, and she is currently 12 weeks old. And you can do 0 to 6 months in this style, and then once she reaches 6 months, they have a different type of pacifier from this brand. And then one of my favorite things for her pacifier is this little mermaid. This was a gift. The brand is Baby Gans, and her hand holds the pacifiers, which is really cute. So this is so nice for traveling. I haven't tried the hook yet to hook onto her shirt to keep the pacifier hooked on. I'm gonna probably invest in one of those soon. But I love this because it's so easy to find, especially in my diaper bag. Since it's attached, I just grab it out, we're good to go. And it also stays really nice on her, in her car seat. And she like pets her. It's like her first stuffed animal toy that she's really been engaged to. So this is really cute. So it's definitely a learning curve to figure out how to calm down your baby. Different methods for different people, but something that I found to be genius was using a yoga ball. Might have already purchased one of these for labor, or when you're trying to get your baby's head to go downward. This bad boy helps calm Arielle down instantly. She'll be crying, and then you grab her in your arms and you just bounce like this. And it's like instant. So anytime that, you know, she's fed, she's been changed, she, you know, if you can't figure out why she's crying, use your yoga ball. It's definitely a secret that I am happy to share with you. Another thing that was really important, a product I didn't know about until I already had her, was gripe water. We use little Remedies, and it's worked really well for her. And she went through a period of having really bad gas, and this was a little miracle. So Little Remedies is the brand I use. There's a ton of different gripe waters out there. This would be kind of an instant, or not so instant, but it would be a relief. And we really enjoyed it, and we use it still. So this is for gas, colic, and hiccups. All right, let's talk swaddling. So my husband and I actually went to like a baby care 101 class, and they had us to learn how to swaddle. The way that this instructor was showing us how to swaddle, it was like origami. It was just too many steps, very overwhelming. So after that class, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the pre-made kind, the Velcro kind, and call it a day. So on my registry, I got a lot of the Velcro swaddles, the ones that you just, you know, and you're done. Which in theory are great, but I went to wash them, and then they no longer had that shape, and they still worked. I just had to figure out how to, you know, where this latches to and where that does. And you know, as a new mom, your mind is frazzled as it is. There's a lot going on, and we found that just really a different technique of swaddling was much more simpler. So we got, you know, we have a variety of different types of blankets for swaddling, but I have to say my absolute favorite are the Aiden and Anae swaddles. I have the white label, which came with 3 beautiful designs. This is one of them, And what I love about these swaddles is that they're huge. It's just so easy, so much material that it's kind of like just wrap your baby around it. She'll stay in place and it's a win-win. But I also like, right now it's the summertime. Arielle was born in May, so now that it's summer, this is a really breathable material. So she's warm, but she's not like overheated at night. And they're just really pretty. I don't know if you're like me, but as soon as I found out I was having a baby, I was obsessed with baby clothes. Even before I was having a baby, I've always loved baby clothes. They're so cute. So when I found out I'm having a child of my own, I went a little crazy on buying clothes. But what I need to share with you is somewhat sad truth that first month really, I kept her in pajamas all the time. It was just so much easier. She had little dresses with little cute bloomers and headbands and all these things that just weren't right for her to have as a newborn. It was too exhausting, or I didn't have the energy at least, to really make sure she was dressed cutely, and it really wasn't practical. When you're getting pajamas and onesies, which are still cute, don't get me wrong, I think these are adorable. Like, look at this, that little butterfly, what? That's two things that I think are really important, especially for that newborn stage. You want to find onesies, jammies that have the little built-in mittens to cover their hands, because Arielle came out with really long fingernails. Like, I could take her to the salon and she could have gotten a manicure like day 2 of her life. And for me, it was really intimidating to cut those nails because her fingers are so tiny. So I just would put these on so that she wouldn't scratch her face. So definitely having the little mittens are key. Then the zipper. Do yourself a favor and get zip up jammies with feet too, so you don't have to worry about socks, they fall off. And do yourself a favor for the newborn. Anything that you get newborn size, make sure it has a zipper. I had jammies with snaps too, and it's not the end of the world. They work, but for those late night feedings, when you are so sleep deprived, nothing was more frustrating when I would button her up and realized I messed up a button, so like there's like this awkward air gap inside her pants. So don't be that girl. Just go for the zippers. I have to say that one of the most stressful items on my registry to figure out was the car seat, because it's also one of the most important ones. I did a lot of research, you know, I read a lot of reviews, I went to different stores to test out the car seats to figure out, you know, which would be best for us. And we ended up choosing the Kiko KeyFit 30. I took out the newborn insert that comes with it because now that she's almost 3 months, she doesn't need it. But what I love about this car seat is that it's not heavy and it's really easy to put into your car, and you know that you have it in correctly if you hear the click. And to me, that is so important. I want to know that my child is safe. The pattern that I selected is ombre, and what you'll see is that most of my big baby items, they are all gender neutral in color, just in case we have more children. Hopefully we do, and hopefully we have a boy one day, so I don't have to, you know, worry about having very girly stuff if I have a son. So that's something that I did strategically, make sure that all of my big items were definitely gender neutral. You know, out there's so many cute pink girly things, but if you are in the process of doing a baby registry, definitely try to aim towards gender neutral for your big items. Clothes and blankets and things like that, those are smaller and easier to do in your preferred color palette, but for big items that are expensive that you want to get use out of from more than one baby, gender neutral all the way. This was the car seat I chose, which also means my stroller is from the same brand. I use the Kiko Bravo brand for my stroller. And let me show you how easily this opens, closes, click, and it also just clicks in the same way that this car seat would click into the car. Okay, to remove the car seat, you just grab under here and it clicks up. So to remove the car seat, I just click up here, pull it out. Should have locked the stroller so it wouldn't move, but it's really easy to get out. I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna move my Shakeology. And then you just open up the seat cover. You pinch in the little spot. And ta-da! When it comes to playtime in the first 3 months, the best playmat that we have that Arielle loves is her Fisher-Price piano. We also recently purchased just one of these mats from Babies R Us, and it comes with 36 pieces. We have like less than half of it assembled right now, but this is where we have her lay and roll, lay down on her back to practice rolling. We use the Boppy for tummy time. This is also something that I really like. It's newer for us, but I think we're going to be using it for a long period of time. For sleeping. Okay, so when we are going to bed upstairs in our room, Arielle is always in her Halo bassinet. And I love this bassinet because it's one of those swivel ones, and it's just so easy to maneuver and to have her really close by for me. I'm a very paranoid person. I like to see her, I like to know that she's breathing and she's happy. So it has been awesome. So when we are upstairs going to bed, that's what we use, and let me just show you some other pointers about this product. What I love about this bassinet is that when I'm laying down, I can actually see her in my line of sight. So I can easily sleep, rest assured that she's okay. And when she does cry and I need to get to her, I can easily pull the bassinet towards me, push down on the side, and get her really easy. Oh, don't cry, baby. And if for any reason her head is turned the other way where I can't see her face, I can easily, oh, not that way, I can easily move this bed so I can see her face. And when we are downstairs, which we are most of the time, pretty much all the time during the day, in our living room, we have a pack and play. So our pack and play has a changing table that connects right on top, which is so convenient and easy. You can actually remove it if you wanted it to just be the full pack and play crib style, but we just leave it like this. There's plenty of room for her to sleep right in here without having to move the changing table every single time. I also like that this pack and play has a caddy where we store all of the stuff that we use while changing her. So it's the diapers, it's the wipes, we have tissues, and then I really like these disposable changing pads that I get from Babies R Us. Makes it easy in case there might be an accident. The pack and play I chose is from Graco, and it also came with a vibrating chair. Ta-da! This chair, when I registered, I pretty much assumed that I would be using this just for, when I needed to take a shower, I'd put her in it and have her in the bathroom with me, or if I was doing something in the kitchen. Like, I figured this would be where she would sit and I would move her around the house in it. Little did I know that her first 2 months, she literally lived in this thing. This was where she was comfortable to sleep. This is where she just hung out all the time. It has 2 different speeds for vibrations, and it only happens down at her feet level. And she just was always so comforted by that. Anyway, I used this chair so much in those first 2 months that this was at the time my favorite product. What I found is that she really likes this motion of going back and forth. So even though it'd be vibrating down there, we'd be moving her up here. She likes that bouncy motion. And I was like, man, I wish there was something out there that does that back and forth motion. So it wasn't until July, Amazon Prime Day, that I found my next two favorite baby items. This is our Rock and Play, and it has different speeds and lengths of time that it will rock. Red is obviously off. Green, it will rock, I believe, for a specific amount of time. And then blue, same thing, it has like a longer period. You can play music, you can crank up the speed or whatnot, but this does the back and forth motion that Arielle really likes. And I wish I had known about this earlier in those first 2 months of life, because this, instead of that vibrating chair, would probably be what she would have loved because of the motion. And my number one favorite product by far is the Boppy Lounger. Arielle's taking a little nap in it right now, but she is in this thing all the time. As soon as she wakes up for the day, I have her sitting in it and we will sing songs. I can easily feed her the bottle. What I love, sorry, I'm gonna wake her. What I love is that it's just kind of like, she's like in the middle of a little donut. Unlike the other Boppy products, it is filled, so it's really like her own little chair. It's perfect for her. I wish I had this also when she was little, so instead of like that vibrating chair, or even if we had the Rock and Play, this is just so easy to have her sitting on the couch with you, and she's really comfortable. I also love, if I choose not to have her eat her bottle while sitting in this, I will actually take the pillow and put it against the couch and have it support my back, and it's so comfortable, and it really does help support while I'm holding her to feed her her bottle. Bentley loves the Boppy Lounger. So I have a swing, mixed reviews for Arielle. I also have a Mamaroo, which is really nice, but for the price, I don't think it's a need. It's not a must-have, but it's really nice and we love it, but it is pricier. So I think there's other things out there that do something similar for your baby, but this is really nice. I do enjoy the Mamaroo. So those are definitely some of our favorite products for her first 3 months of life. Sorry that she was sleeping and couldn't say hello to you, but we'll definitely do an update for her next 3 months of products we love. Thanks for watching my newborn must-haves video. I have linked as many products as I could find down below. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any ideas or questions or things that you would like to see discussed on an upcoming video, leave a comment for me.